You get to flip that sugar switch off and turn on your fat burning process. You burn up all the stored fat in your body and you reduce the inflammation, you reduce the visceral fat, and you stop that growth factors. That's what I did. I not only lost 100 pounds, I lost my diabetes risk. I reversed my pre-diabetes. My brother reversed his diabetes. This is what I help my clients do. Stop weight gain and disease to live longer in menopause. Hi, I'm Lori Blue, functional diagnostic nutrition practitioner, coming here today to let you know that you can choose to live longer, and it can be a process because it is a lifestyle change. But this is something that many people might not know, and especially as you're getting into menopause, you might just feel you're aging and that's normal because it's become common. But we can age more slowly in our bodies by doing specific things to turn off the disease-causing genes in our body, which is what I've done. So I've not only lost 100 pounds, I've also found my miracles and flipped my disease-causing genes off to reverse my risk for diabetes by reversing pre-diabetes and not headed to diabetes, and actually detoxing melanoma from my body because I did a lifestyle change that took out all the things, all the sugars that can cause your body to have insulin resistance and blood sugar dysregulation. So when you lower your insulin response in your body and stop eating the foods that raise your insulin levels, then you get more control of how you get to live your life and to actually create 10 to 20 more years of quality living. So I hear this all the time with the women that get on calls with me to find out more about my program and to also to work with me. This is one of the biggest pain points that I'm noticing. And I feel the pain. I've been there. I used to have to feel like I was dodging my bullets and trying to figure out how to live longer by losing the weight so I could feel good in my body. And I didn't even realize that's what I'm doing. So that's why I want to bring it out here in this video, because if you're following me, you're trusting me with the information that I'm bringing you. And I feel that that's an honor to be here and to help you get your weight loss and diabetes solution so that you don't have to wake up worrying, in fear, frustrated, not sure what you're going to do every day. Or maybe you're going to bed in a panic, having anxiety, having a hard time sleeping, and not really sure what you can do to take back control of your life. Well, that's what I'm here to help you to show you what it is you could do, or to tell you what you could do, to empower you to make the change for lifestyle in low carb living. Because when you do low carb living and you create that lifestyle, which I call aging beautifully and adventurously, what you get to do is flip your disease causing genes off by flipping your sugar switch off and actually programming your body with food as medicine for your body, to actually bring in the right nutrition, to get nutrients into your body so that you have the building blocks to build the body you want to have. But when you're focused on ultra processed food, even just standard carbohydrates like oatmeal, lots of potatoes, even sweet potatoes, too much fruit, because fruit is fructose, and it's going to go to your liver and cause fatty liver. When you have too much sugar or glucose, because every carbohydrate you eat breaks down into glucose, and your liver has to then process it. That pancreas has to be activated, insulin has to be secreted. And when insulin is secreted 24/7 and it's on all the time, you've got a problem. Because what that is a growth mode, and it's going to cause things to grow in your body that you don't want to have. With insulin turned on all the time and overworking, you're getting fatty pancreas, fatty liver. Your body is trying to stash all that glucose that's coming into your body, that's being broken down from carbohydrates, and it's trying to stash it and store it in your muscles and in more fat cells. And so you have inflammation, and this is an insulin resistant state, also a pre-diabetes state, because you've got insulin turned on. When insulin is turned on, you can have more risk for disease. So this is something that I want to be able to let women in menopause know, women over 50 know, that we have the control to actually stop this process and take back control of our life, to live longer. Studies show that if you actually get onto an anti-inflammatory diet like a low-carb nutrition, our ancestral diet, eating more protein, eating more good fats the way we were designed. When we eat more good fats and we eat the food that we were designed with ancestral nutrition, which is low carb diet, then our body will work the way it was designed. But if you put sugar in there, you put a block, you stop it all up, you create inflammation, oxidation, glycation, and this is the disease process, and it starts with insulin resistance. When you stop the insulin resistance, reduce your insulin, and slow down that the growth process, because that's what insulin is. It's helping things to grow. We want insulin and even cortisol to be balanced. We want our hormones balanced so that our body can work correctly. But when things are misaligned and insulin is elevated all the time, we are going to get more disease in our body. We are not going to work the way we were designed, and we're going to die younger. And so that's what I hear from my clients and people who get on calls with me, is they want to stop that process. They don't want to die with disease. They don't want to live in a nursing home. And God forbid if any of us has to come down with cancer and end up with some type of brain dysfunction like dementia, Alzheimer's, or even Parkinson's. But what if, just think about this, what if you could stop that process, turn it around as best your body can, reset your blood sugar levels, reset your metabolism, and get your body healthy to stop that disease process so you can live longer, be more active, live more pain-free into our 90s and our hundreds. That's the longevity factor that I want you to have. When you get to flip that sugar switch off and turn on your fat burning process, you burn up all the stored fat in your body, and you start to burn your body fat, and you reduce the inflammation, you reduce the visceral fat, and you stop that growth factors. That's what I not only lost 100 pounds, I lost my diabetes risk. I reversed my pre-diabetes. My brother reversed his diabetes. It's happening everywhere with doctors who are understanding this process. This is what I help my clients do. That's why my program is a weight loss and diabetes solution, because it's a 2-for-1. You don't just lose the weight. You get to stop your disease risk. And it's not always super, let's say the word, has certain steps that you have to take. This is something where I help you implement the process, because with my holistic low carb method, what I do is I run 3 to 6 diagnostic labs to find your hidden healing opportunities, look for those weight loss blocks, look at all the information and analyze it, take your health intake, your metabolic and adrenal and thyroid questionnaire, find where that chaos is happening in your body. And with my lived experience and education as a functional nutrition practitioner, I'm going to take all this information and I'm going to try to help you, or I'm going to actually guide you to healthier aging. So this is the Slender Over 50, the holistic path to healthy aging. And this is your health adventure experience that you get to tune into and choose to do if you want to live longer as a woman in menopause. Because when we hit our 50s, our hormones are they're gone. When we're in our 50s, our hormones are just tanked. That's just it. And we have to bring them all back online. But we can't do it if we have an adrenal burnout, if our thyroid isn't functioning, if our metabolism isn't functioning, and if our blood sugar levels are dysregulated. And so therefore we end up in a disease state with brain dysfunction and cognitive issues. So many times when women are saying they just don't feel like themselves anymore, and they can't remember all the things they need to function over 50 as a woman in menopause, and be good at the job we're doing, to be out there and be professionals, because we're not ready to just stay home and retire and not work. We need our brain to be functioning. We need our body to be working. We need to be able to tune into that so that our body is healthy. This is why I like to call it Slender Over 50, the holistic path to healthy aging, because this is a weight loss and a diabetes solution, all in one, a 2-for-1 package, where I help you implement health with low carb nutrition, and targeting is specifically what's going on in your body. And this is a process that collapses the time it takes for you to get healthy, rather than guessing and staying frustrated and wondering what you need to do every day and then maybe falling off the wagon again. How many times have you had cravings and hunger and you just couldn't focus on doing what you needed to do? Because hunger will always win over. Willpower does not work long term. That's why dieting doesn't work. That's why we have to stop the skinny myths, stop looking at the skinny narrative, get away from low calorie, high carb dieting, and actually bring in low carb nutrition to program your body the way it was designed to thrive. But to do that, you have to be able to absorb your nutrients. If there's something going wrong inside your body, it needs to be discovered and corrected so that your body can work the way you want it to, so you can stop the disease process. So it's not necessarily 1, 2, 3 steps, a sequence of things that I'm going to help you implement. And that's what the holistic low carb method does. And I'm super excited to be able to share this with you because, this is something that not everybody's going to tell you. You can't go to your medical system, to your allopathic medical system, and ask them to help you get healthy, because they don't do that. Health starts at home in our kitchen, and it starts as a health hobby. And you have to choose to get healthy, or you have to make space to be sick. And so it could seem hard mentally at first to make a lifestyle shift, but eventually it's going to be easier than trying to reverse a disease. And if you don't do anything at all, it's not if you get sick, it's when you get sick. But what if you could stop that whole process and actually age more young, age beautifully and adventurously, with health that's dialed in for longevity, by increasing 10 to 20 more years of quality life? Now, yes, this is going to be an investment for you because you're hiring me to help you do that. And this is my passion. This is my pain to purpose and my mission to help women over 50 get healthy in menopause. I did it, and I know you can do it too. And I wanted to live longer. I was outrunning those bullets. I didn't know I was outrunning my bullets, but I could just feel them coming at me. And it was 1 year into my low carb diet that I ended up with a spot of melanoma on my neck. Just came out one night out of the blue. And I'm like, what was that? So I went to the doctor and found out it was melanoma. They took it out like a melon baller, and I scooped it out. Nothing underneath it. Nothing else ever happened, and I never had another problem. This was over 8 years, like 7 years ago. It was about a year into changing my lifestyle. Can you imagine being able to change the expression of your DNA and your genetics by practicing something that's called epigenetics? And so don't let that word be overwhelming or make it feel like it's heavy. Epigenetics is exciting. Epigenetics is something where we get to express our DNA and to either turn it on or off. So we can express healthy DNA or we could express diseased DNA. So what we want to do is express our healthy DNA by making lifestyle shifts, because 9 out of 10 of the diseases that we are aging with today are lifestyle diseases, and they are reversible, per the studies and the experts out there telling us that this is the case. And so what if you could get on a low carb diet, and so that you can reverse your risk for disease? But this is a 2-for-1. Not only do you get to reverse your risk for disease, which is why women are coming to me, because they don't want to have prediabetes. They want to stop insulin resistance and blood sugar dysregulation, so they could stop the rapid aging and feel better in their body again, and get your brain back on track, because that's why you're having more brain fog. And we want to stop osteoporosis. We want to stop sarcopenia. We want to actually age strong, but you have to eat protein to do that, and you have to get fat to absorb your nutrients. And we need the right amount of minerals and sodium for our stomach to work, because you can't absorb your minerals if you have low stomach acid. And so therefore, are you digesting the protein that you're eating? And are you getting the right amount of protein? All of these factors need to be taken into consideration when you're looking at doing a lifestyle change with low carb nutrition. If you look beyond diet and weight loss into the solution, diabetes and disease solutions with this, and focus not just on the weight loss, but how can I get my body healthy to lose the weight so I can live longer, feel healthier in my body, be able to get up and down off the ground, play with your grandkids, and be active, go hiking. Let your body know you want to live. If you don't use your body and your muscles and let your body know you're going to live, you're not going to. We need to program our body to let our body know that we want to live longer, that we're going to have strong muscles, that we're going to give our body the nutrition it needs to heal. Otherwise, if you stay in the house, just eat the standard narrative on high carbohydrate, low protein, low fat, or the wrong fats, your body's going to stay in a sick situation where you're going to age more rapidly. But longevity is something that we can cultivate by choosing health, by choosing a low-carb lifestyle, implementing it and turning off the disease process. It's actually fairly simple, and it can take 6 months to a year to really start it going forward. You could start it in 3 months. 6 months is what I really need you to do, because that's the value and that's my signature program. And when you do this, you get healthy. When you start a low carb lifestyle, you turn off your disease causing genes. This is what I did. This is the number one process that I am using with my clients so that they get that 2-for-1 weight loss and diabetes solution. And so you can have this as well. So getting healthy starts at home, and it is a health adventure hobby that you get to do. I look at this as something that I look at every day, not necessarily analyze, but what can I do and what can I eat that's going to be information to my body so that I don't have to live with the disease. And so this is how we actually live longer. This is the longevity factor. It doesn't have to do, it's not a pill specifically, and it's not going to be coming from your doctor's office. It's something you have to cultivate at home. This is what I help you implement. This is the holistic low carb method so that you can age beautifully and adventurously by choosing health as your wealth and investing in yourself for self-care. Because if we don't invest in ourselves, then who's going to value you? We have to value ourselves and invest in ourselves, and I'm just going to help you do that. And so I'm so excited that this information is available to pass on to you and to let you know that there is an option to stop the disease process so you can live longer. And I love the fact that it is a weight loss and diabetes solution, because as women, we want the weight loss. We're tired of waking up and figuring out, do my clothes going to fit today? Am I gaining weight? How do I get the weight loss? But when you combine this powerful process, the holistic low carb method, with my lived experience and education, guiding you as your practitioner with weekly support, you can't lose. We're just going to put your body back together again. And this is finding your hidden healing opportunities and your weight loss blocks, and using functional diagnostic nutrition and lifestyle factors to help you return to health as best as your body can, to homeostasis. Now, if you're already in a disease state, we're going to get you back to healthy as best your body can. And so I will help you and guide you, and you have to implement the process. And I'm going to educate you on how to do that and support you with accountability and keep you strong. Because my conviction and certainty is part of the glue that makes this work. Because I did it for myself, and I am doing it for my clients. And if you would like to be my client, I've got 5 spots left for January. Just get on my calendar and let's find out more about this. I want to find out more about you and what's going on with you so I could see how I could support you. So this is an option. This is a choice to get healthy. And this is Slender Over 50, the holistic path to healthy aging with my holistic low carb method. And you've got this. Just keep following me on YouTube. Ask me questions. Get on my calendar. And let's get you buckled up, blasting off for your best health for 2025. So buckle up and let's get there. Let's just do it. And I am excited to help you get there. Talk to you soon. Bye.